All right, today I wanted to talk about outgrowing things and how it doesn't have to be good or bad if you outgrow things that used to serve you in the past that no longer serve you in the present. Not everything you leave behind has to be labeled as bad or good. It just doesn't stick with you long term. Things change. And growing isn't usually going to come with a wrapped up bow of closure. It's just going to happen naturally as you move on with your life and do things with your life and as you get older. So, why do we outgrow things? The bottom line is that humans are here to evolve, and it's usually your values and your priorities that evolve as time goes on, as you get older, as you see more things in this life, as you learn more things. It's not going to stay the same forever. You're going to change over time. It's very natural. So when that happens, a lot of things that used to serve you aren't just going to serve you anymore. When we hear outgrow, a lot of us think about people, friends, sometimes family in some cases. You can outgrow friends and family or just colleagues in that matter, coworkers you used to be cool with, and that doesn't make them bad people. They just aren't growing with you, or they're not aligned with what you wanted to grow with in this time in your life. Habits is another big one too. You can outgrow habits. Some of them can be bad, but that doesn't mean that they have to be bad. It depends on what the habit is. If you had a habit every day of coming home and watching TV until you went to sleep, yeah, that can or cannot be a bad thing depending on what you did throughout your day or how you look at it. But it depends on the habit. It could be anything really. Habits usually get broken down into a few different things. People think about a lot of vices when they think about habits too, but it doesn't have to be vices. Habits is just something you do all the time without thinking. But when it comes to habits, whatever you identify as something you want to outgrow or something you realize you did outgrow, you don't have to label it as good or bad. It doesn't have to be either one of those things. It's just something that used to serve you, used to help you, that you outgrew and that you no longer do anymore or that you no longer care about. Also, mindset too. We always outgrow mindsets as you get older. Your mindset is never going to stay the same. When you were a teenager, you don't think the same way as if you were in your 30s. It's just not going to happen that way. We evolve, we grow, we learn things, we see things. I think one of the most important things to outgrow constantly is your mindset. If you're not outgrowing your mindset and it's staying the same, which is not likely to happen, but you will meet some people that years and years go by and they never outgrow their mindset. They stay in the same mindset for forever, and it's kind of astonishing. You should be outgrowing your mindset because that means that you're learning and you're growing and you're actually doing things to improve instead of staying static. And when you outgrow things, there could be a period of confusion that'll usually follow that. But like I mentioned, not everything is bad when you outgrow it. It just doesn't grow with you. That might lead to confusion or guilt. You might ask yourself, did you change too much? Or did I abandon something that mattered? Or should I have not let go of that thing? Should I have not outgrew that thing? Should I have kept it with me? Should I have kept it in my life instead of you outgrowing it? But not really. You can be grateful for outgrowing things and still leave it behind where you want to leave it. You got to give yourself permission to move. You can move on from things and outgrow things with love or gratitude and not have to slap resentment all over it. You don't need to break down and justify things that you outgrow to yourself or to others. And outgrowing things can be quiet and gentle. It doesn't have to come with a whole bunch of drama and a whole heap of questions and confusion and guilt and all this other stuff. You can just do it and just keep moving on and keep growing and keep outgrowing things. Not everything has to end in chaos. Some things just complete on their own. If something helped shape you, just honor it and let it go. As long as you are always growing and you're evolving and you're trying to get better, that's really all that matters. Outgrowing things doesn't make it bad. It just means that you're changing, you're getting older, you're experiencing life, you're learning new things in life, you're doing things that you want to do. I talk about it a lot. Again, do what you want to do. It doesn't have to mean that things that used to serve you in the past are bad if they don't serve you now. Everything that you used to do, your habits, all the people you used to be around, your friends, and all the mindsets you used to have, they all got you to this point where you are now. So outgrowing things, it doesn't make them bad. It just means that they were something that really helped you in the past, that helped you become who you are today. And then you're going to adopt those new things. You're going to adopt new friends You're going to adopt new habits. You're going to adopt new mindsets. And you're going to keep repeating that cycle over and over again throughout your life. You're probably going to go through those cycles every year, every few years. Everyone is different. It really depends on how much you experience, how much you go out and you see, how much you learn. How many books do you read? That's really big on my mindset. If you read a whole lot or you listen to a lot of podcasts, your mindset is going to go through those cycles quicker than usual. How often do you go out? That's going to change how often your friends, you outgrow friends, you outgrow colleagues, you outgrow people. If you're staying inside all the time, not talking to people, you're never going to outgrow people or outgrow things, because that's really all you know. You're not taking in any new information. Habits too. If you don't try new things, you're never going to outgrow your current habits. If you don't get out of your comfort zone, you're never going to outgrow your habits, because you're so used to doing the same things every day, doing the same habits over and over again. So you got to try new things, try some new stuff, try new habits, talk to new people, and learn some stuff. So once again, outgrowing things doesn't make them bad. It just means that you're changing, you're getting better, you're doing things you want to do. So if you got this far, my name is TJ. Let me know down below what's something that you're outgrowing or that you outgrew that you still appreciate to this day that helped you get to where you want to go right now. All right, I'm out. I'll see you.